What is going on, guys? Quality XA here today, bringing you guys a brand new video on Destiny 2. Now today we're actually going to be talking about some of the news and all of the stuff that you guys may have missed this week, but regardless, jumping into this. So first up, we got this message on the Bungie blog, and they said, "We have more in store for you after the new year. The community is currently solving puzzles and uncovering the secrets of forges and the families who created them. Niobe Labs is set to go live on January 8th. It's not a dungeon, but an event that will ultimately unlock the final forge. Good luck." So of course there was big speculation that Niobe Labs was actually a triumph in the game that would be linking us to a dungeon. As previously hinted at, there will be more dungeons coming in Destiny 2 with future updates. So that was what the community thought, but it's actually going to be an event. Now we don't know too much about the Niobe Labs event, apart from some of the stuff I'm going to run you over quickly now. So you guys can see that we've actually got an emblem known as the Hubris of Niobe. So this is found by solving the mysteries behind the Black Armory's founding families, and it does say it tracks the number of Niobe's torment clears. So again, we don't know too much of it, but Niobe's torment does almost sound like another realm, similar to how we have the Taken realm that we can actually go into, you know, the Ascendant realm. It could be linked to something to do with that, but we'll just have to wait and see. Niobe does sound very interesting, especially with all these different names. Niobe's Torment, Niobe's Labs, all of that kind of stuff does sound very strange, and obviously the source being found by the mysteries behind the Black Armory's founding families, again, sounds really interesting. We do also see more of this in the lore through these pieces of text, so you guys can see. Entry 94 actually says, "I sealed that damaged entrance as best I could. The busy work helped me ignore what was happening in the lab. What's still happening? But we can't stay here. They're going to attack again, and this time we won't make it." So it does seem like some sort of disaster has actually happened within the lab. Not too sure what that could be, but it does look like it currently has been sealed. So finding the Niobe lab will be pretty difficult by the sounds of it, but what lurks inside we'll just have to wait and see. It also hints that Ada 1 was actually created in the Niobe Labs, which is very interesting. And why or how could she be created? Obviously being an exo, but what's the meaning of this? Why was she created in there? It's very interesting, but I'm sure all of the answers will be answered when we see this, when we actually go into the Niobe Labs and discover all of the lore within the actual place itself. So very interesting. I'd really like your thoughts in that comment section below. If you know any more lore about this, I'll be very intrigued, because I'm really excited to see what happens January the 8th. Next up, there was a load of speculation on this TV screen on Earth, what this could be linking to, but it has been currently deciphered, and it basically translates to French, and the French almost translates to "we will see Niobe Labs after the dawning event." So that is what that mystery is there. It's basically another hint to Niobe Labs. And then moving on, actually guys, we're going to be talking about base radiance. So a load of people have been speculating what this type of thing could be. Now I personally believe it could be some type of ascendant to the weapon. It may make it glow on the red parts, and when that does glow, we will get some type of mod that you can have as an addition. Almost something where you could get more damage on the forge, all of that kind of good stuff. Maybe more on the independent forges, so if you're playing on Earth you will get more damage there, and you might have to use a different mod if you guys are going on to Nessus per se. So you guys can actually see on this piece of text here, this is where I'm getting the hints from. It does actually say that there is a great experiment to make our weapons more deadly through a sort of on the spot phase transition of the guns. In other words, a walking, talking forge. Now I personally believe that is what the Ascendant is going to be for the weapons. We still currently don't have any idea on how we can get them, but I do believe it is going to be with Niobe's lab. Again, it does hint to this within the text. It does say Project Niobe. So we'll just have to wait and see. It does seem like this last forge is going to be the only way we can actually get these Ascendants. But again, we'll just have to wait and see. Let me know your thoughts in that comment section below. Next up guys, we're actually going to be talking about the Platinum Starling. Now this is the Black Forge ship and how you can actually unlock this. you actually need to complete the Master Smith Triumph, which is forge weapons from research frames and black armory frames. Now it doesn't matter if they're the powerful ones or the standard ones, you just need to forge 100 weapons to actually unlock this exotic ship. It's certainly worth getting, it looks really nice and some of the shaders make it look really cool in game, and of course it's a reward that you earn, it's not a reward that you get for just playing like from Eververse, all of that kind of stuff, so it's definitely worth going for to show off to all of your friends. Moving on though, we're actually going to be talking about Crucible. Now, Bungie actually said players with the most unreliable connections will receive an in-game warning. We know that connection quality is fluid, so don't worry if you have occasional or temporary issues. They're basically saying what's going to happen is people will be banned almost from playing PvP if their connection is too bad. Now I think this is one of the best things that Bungie has done. Now I do feel for the players who obviously can't get good connection where they are or can't afford to pay that connection. There must be a workaround around this, but we'll just have to wait and see. Again, maybe putting the people with bad connections together, that would be just a complete mess. So I really don't know how Bungie is going to work this out, because you can't just isolate people if people cannot afford to get better connection, all of that kind of stuff. Now I know this is going to cause a big debate, but I'd really like your thoughts in that comment section below. And then last but not least, we're actually going to be talking about the Forge unlocking, making it per account. Now currently, if you actually complete the Forge by doing it with one character, you have to do it on your other two characters, but somebody has actually requested this, and Cosmo actually returned by saying, seen a lot of feedback from players asking for this. I will let the team know that this is a highly requested change. Thanks. So soon we could actually see all forges unlocked for all 3 characters. As you guys know, it is a pretty lengthy quest, so I know that I won't be doing it on all characters unless I actually need to, but yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what happens with that. But as always guys, if you did enjoy, a like would be much appreciated, as well as subscribing if you guys are new around here. Peace out, and I hope you enjoyed.